Welcome back. WeArEuS and this. This is something like only two of you actually watch, but I appreciate that fact because I actually really enjoy this game. This is Steelrising. Now, right. Something to the right. There we go. So I vaguely remember the trouble we got up to in the previous video. We can get back up to it through here. I remember there's still that item across, well, hanging over the chasm, but we're not messing with that. There's something unstable in here. Finally, I won't be alone.
Men waged a terrible fight here. Some of these poor men were trampled to death.
Oh, that thing. I disagree with that. I think we can all agree that shouldn't have happened. And that's it. Grade 2 respite module. Not particularly useful to me, but we'll take it. Something to the left. What is this stuttering?
They barricaded themselves in to escape the enemy. The only way through is the hard way.
Look at them, parading around like peacocks. These scoundrels, rotten to their very core. See how they proudly display their vices and shameful privileges. tirelessly working to drag morality through the mud, trampling love itself.
The Queen is said to have read your liaison before her husband banned it. It's hilarious, isn't it?
I'm not surprised. No matter how hard I worked to denounce their immoral practices, the aristocrats saw my novel as nothing more than a light-hearted bit of fluff. How naive I was to imagine that my pen could slice away the gangrene of their debauchery.
Well, fortunately, you have more than one string to your bow, mon capitaine.
Smuggler's hat, Mandarin doublet. Wrong button. So that's trash. Extra trash. Great. Actually. Ooh, that actually increases the loot multiplier. I'd take a hit for that. We wouldn't lose much off of our armor. Would like better, more frequent drops. Oh, great. Another one that's locked. Oh, by the way, the DLC for the game is finally around, and... and it has to do with Cagliostro's secrets.
Monsieur Marat.
Huh? Hey? Who goes there? La Diable, c'est ma tante. So this is the famous Huntress Diana I've heard so much about. Truly, 'tis an honor, madame. Now let me have a look at you. Oh, you're just as they described. An angel of death, descended from the heavens to vanquish the clockwork tyrant.
Who depicted me this way, monsieur?
Mes compagnons, madame. Chief among them is Monsieur Chaudelot de la Clos. They have observed you dispensing justice all over the city. A most expeditious justice at that, as befits the crimes committed by our good king. What a strange machine you are. Gifted with intelligence, clearly, but also with speech and the freedom to do as you please. Cependant, you are still an automat. Who is your master?
It was on the Queen's orders that I came to Paris.
The poor thing. To what new level of desperation has her husband's madness driven her? Does she finally intend to leave this kingdom, where she should never have set her dainty little feet?
No, monsieur. She means to put an end to her husband's madness.
What, with you? You in what army? That's quite amusing, you must admit.
And you, Monsieur Marat? Who is your master?
I serve not a master, but a cause. That of the Duc d'Orléans. His cousin the king has no place on that throne, and nor does his wretched dynasty. The Bourbons, along with their wars, their crimes, and their vices, are finished. It's high time their scepter be passed to an enlightened, just monarch. One who is sympathetic to the people's sufferings. But now that I think about it, madame, look at us. We've been standing around chatting like old friends for several minutes, and I still don't know to what I owe the pleasure of your visit.
I must go to the Bastille, where Monsieur de Vaucanson is imprisoned.
Oui. Such a sad fate for a king's lackey. And what do you want with your creator? This man whose blood-stained hands built the army that's currently setting Paris ablaze.
What Vaucanson has done, only Vaucanson can undo.
Fair enough. Alas, while I come and go as I please through these tunnels, it is impossible to enter the fortress.
Impossible, dites-vous?
A sanguinary automat is spreading death and terror in the depths of this quarry. At the cost of their lives, my comrades were able to sabotage the floor of the cave to limit its movements. Nevertheless, it stands between you and the tunnel that leads to the Quartier du Temple. And that's the only way to reach the Bastille.
And yet, that's exactly what I intend to do, Monsieur Marat.
À votre guise. I shall not attempt to dissuade you. There is one small thing, though. I had to disable the mobile walkways to protect myself from the automats. But since you managed to come here, I assume you already know a lot about these devices.
Indeed.
Here. This would allow you to reach the lower tunnels.
Can I also have something that'll unlock that chest, or what?
Have you fixed the walkway?
I am working on it, Monsieur Marat.
That the mechanism is a...
Who laid on this blood-stained mattress?
Oh, it's a strange story. I suppose you heard about what happened in Place Dauphine?
Indeed. I went there.
Well, we took in one of the survivors of the massacre. The only survivor, it seems. Despite his serious injuries, he was particularly talkative.
What did he tell you?
He kept saying that Lafayette was a traitor in the king's pay. That the flaxen-haired hero had deliberately handed his brand new National Guard over to the automats.
What evidence did your guest have?
Nothing substantial, unfortunately. It was based on a simple rumor that was circulating in the camp shortly before the Royal Army attacked. It would appear that several volunteers carried a yellow cartridge in their cartridge pouches. Most likely a subtle way for the conspirators to recognize each other. The subsequent disaster would tend to confirm this hypothesis. Vous ne croyez pas?
These are suspicions. Nothing more.
Right you are. Oh, if only I had proof of this conspiracy. Then I'd be able to scutter the ambitions of that cur Lafayette for good. The would-be dictator's plans would be foiled.
I must get to the bottom of this urgently.
Very well. I encourage you to do so. But remember that the Marquis could not have acted alone. If you can't find anything implicating him, look into the members of his staff. Start in Place Dauphine, where those brigands sullied the ground with their boots.
Well, that's a problem now, isn't it? I'm hoping he's not the one I gave the bonds to because, well... that's going to be rough.
Monsieur Marat, did you take part in an operation that aimed to kidnap the Dauphin and his sister Charlotte?
Me take part in an operation? Nonsense. My only weapon is my pen, and I have sharpened it, believe you me. That said, we did receive some information concerning the children. Unfortunately, I'm sworn to secrecy. If such an operation did indeed take place, Monsieur de Leclos would have been the one behind it. Alas, I fear that he is no longer of this world. There is little doubt that he and his men fell in the galleries.
A pamphlet denouncing Mirabeau. What did I just get? I'm going back to that chest and hoping that I can open it now. Alright, so since that's locked still for some reason, I guess we'll just move on.
Thanks to what I learned from Monsieur Marat, I will use the mobile walkway to reach the lower levels.
Well, I could just jump down there and then use the dash. to not die. Or
Voila. That should have fixed the walkway.
I'm still debating using that other armor piece that increases the loot multiplier. But I also don't understand how the multiplier actually works. So, hey, where did this come down from? I'm assuming it's from the surface. Now I see why the go down button is different from go up, or from the usual interact button. And there's something that needs to die over there. I've arrived. There it is. Worried there might be other enemies here before I can get to him. There we go. Dang it! Didn't get the guard in time, or the parry. Ooh! Narrowly avoided getting bonked. Hey, I want that. Won't be able to get it anytime soon. Alright, let's retrace our steps and see what we missed. God, these weapons are so good. How does one get up? Well, I assume you have to go around. We're going to have to pull this guy out. Come along. Come on. Jeez. Beautiful. There's also a spider in here. Well. There we go. Beautiful. Got what you deserve. Dang it. Oh, that was very close. I was in the middle of a dodge. That's the second one where it felt like I shouldn't have gotten hit. I mean, almost dying. That was on me entirely. New pants, huh? Well, pants and shoes. I also keep pressing the wrong button all the time. Loot multiplier. So, for better drop rates, worse armor. Oh, well, at least I wouldn't have to swap out of these. Could use the frost resistance. That's actually pretty good. Not worried about the endurance, and the balance is too low to actually matter. So we'll actually go ahead and swap that. This slightly increases the loot multiplier, but it's such a small value that it really doesn't matter. So now we have to worry about Monsieur Lafayette being a traitor and actually being in the employ of the king. I don't know if I can actually make it over there. I don't know if that's actually where I'm supposed to be going. I mean, this... So that's what's waiting for me if I miss the jump. Okay.
Monsieur Laclos, the Duc d'Orléans' faithful retainer, he was to prepare the way for his takeover, and now he has become one of the king's most bloodthirsty automats. How ironic.
I don't know where this light source is coming from, but it actually is real time rather than... That's... Okay. If my hands weren't currently full, I might actually clap. Golf clap, naturally. But clap nonetheless. As if I was ever actually going to miss that jump. Come on. boss fight time, I suppose. Oh no, not yet. Let's go ahead and give the handshake and take a seat. We have enough. We get 20 armor by adding to engineering, which also further buffs our loot multiplier and affliction multiplier. I don't hate that. And it would give me an excuse to swap to the armor that increases our loot multiplier. I have found pitifully few of the WeArEuS catalysts to increase the number of healing uses we get out of the burette. I find this dubious and concerning. Anyway. $19,000. Essence of a noble spirit's not too bad. I thought I would have more than that. Felt like I've been finding the things all day long. Hopefully this is a weapon. We've gotten a full set of armor now. A Charleville bayonet. Where is it? Special move is counterattack. Well, oh, that's... Well, I mean... Ow. I'm not particularly worried about this. The Vestal is right there. I don't understand. Alright. Weird. What? I got the counter and then did not do the attack to follow up. I'm extremely confused. Slightly afraid, but mostly confused. So... But I was using this, and I don't understand how the counterattack works for this. Its primary attack is gun, and then it has counterattack, but no special animation for that. I'm confused. I mean, I'll give it an upgrade to make it actually viable, but it's going to need more than that. Wrong one. I dodged, though. Okay. Dang it. I ran out of stamina. That's where the problem was. Let's find something nicer to play with and test out that weapon, shall we? I was hoping to keep the spider alive and then just test out the gun on that, but no dice. Oh, okay. From there, maybe? We have 42 of the oil vials. So that's good. They're not great, but it's better than being without a burette. Oh dear. Hey, look at that. A two-faced automat. Dang it. Some of my stamina's gone. Ow? Ouch. Don't you run from me? I wholly disagree with that. Owie. I mean, I can wait if you want to continue. Excuse me? Okay. Oh, we can go this way. Whoa. I have made a terrible mistake. How was I supposed to get into the arena? I'm not particularly worried about the essence we lost. Remember, we upgraded the... I don't remember what it was called. We upgraded the gun. And that cost 2,000, and we only had 2,000 something, so we didn't lose that much essence. Still, I don't understand why we didn't get pulled into the fight. Ooh. I should also probably equip. This here. Not that. Wasn't paying attention to that. I'm trying to see why my stamina bar is not... Oh, that's annoying. Dang it! I saw it coming and I still couldn't recover from the animation in time. Ouch! There we go. So yeah, in case you were wondering, I wasn't actually taking that as seriously as I could have been, considering that I was just spamming the little electric kind of the grapple hook in order to apply
Look, you're alive.
electricity to the guy.
Ready? Fire! Fire at will! Senor, we can't stop them. They're upon us. Fix bayonets. Fix bayonets!
The fighting has stopped. It's over.
Oh yeah,
Virelli,
bayonet is the
the
name of the
Huntress
weapon.
Diana appeared to us. She's the one who saved you.
Something
Where are the
bayonet.
troops? Where are the troops?
You are the only survivor, Leclerc.
No. No. We were so close. But those machines... An entire battalion would have been unable to defeat them. We were forced to retreat. Chased into these tunnels by the automats.
It was madness to attempt an attack on the Bastille.
You're wrong. I'm a military man. It was a bold maneuver, but it was a calculated risk. After all, that old fortress is a pile of stones with no buffers, curtain walls, or bastions. As for its garrison, our agents were certain. Only a handful of veterans should have been there. A single charge should have sufficed to disperse them. But the king made other arrangements. He increased the fortress's defenses and placed a swarm of automats at the service of a terrible machine.
Why did you launch this attack?
3 of our companions were held captive in the fortress. Our best agents.
Agents?
Spies, if you prefer. We, the supporters of the Duc d'Orléans, have always worked in the shadows, within the Queen's entourage, in the tribunes of the Estates General, among the patriots in the clubs, amidst the rank and file in the army.
We have had some success, you have to admit.
What machinations have you discovered?
Enough to make Monsieur Marat's ink flow and bring down our rivals. Necker's speculations, Lafayette's dishonorable behavior, Mirabeau's corruption, and many darker secrets.
Such as Lafayette's plot to rescue the Dauphin and his sister Charlotte.
How on earth do you know that?
She seems as well informed as we are.
Unfortunate. Apparently, the audio track for the voice acting broke here. And the subtitles themselves are flying past way too fast for me to even begin.
Once again, the king has won.
There we go.
That won't always be the case. But right now I have something urgent I must do.
Let's try that again.
Why did you launch this attack?
3 of our companions were held captive.
Agents?
Spies, if you prefer, within the Queen's entourage, in the tribunes of the Estates General.
We have had some success, you have to admit.
What machinations
Let's see if
have
it
you
breaks
discovered?
again.
Enough to make Monsieur Necker's speculations, Lafayette's dishonorable behavior, Mirabeau's corruption, and many darker secrets.
Unfortunate.
Tell me about this machine that guards the Bastille.
We were prepared to face an enemy, not an executioner. That thing, half butcher's block, half stocks, was designed to make heads roll.
Yeah, that tells me plenty. Thanks for your help.
Who captured you, monsieur?
There was some confusion in the fray, but Cagliostro was in charge. He was the one who ordered me to be shut up in that coffin. Then I was thrown into that awful place where I lost consciousness. After that, everything is a series of blurred visions, with a voice that ordered me to kill again and again.
I intend to enter the Bastille and free Monsieur de Vaucanson.
For what possible reason, mon Dieu?
She claims that he's the only one who can stop the machines.
Indeed, it's possible. In that case, if you're ready to face the abomination that blocked my path and slaughtered my lieutenants, then don't waste a second. Let's not stay here much longer, Marat. Let's head back to our burrow. There's still some wine left in this pot.
More than enough, Leclos. More than enough.
Wonderful. We'll drink to our broken dreams until this finally comes to an end.
Grade 3 efficient countering. Efficient charging. Increases the damage from the counter then? This module slightly extends the time window during which Aegis can perform a parry with the shield or shield special moves. It also doubles the physical damage of the ensuing counterattack. That could actually be huge. Efficient ventilation, I actually really need that. How much would we lose on only 12 on the mobilization? We get such good value out of it. Still, I think we should go with efficient countering. I haven't used anything that actually produces a shield, so I don't know if the shield can actually be used to parry or not. I mean, I can imagine a circumstance where if you shield at just the right time, it might open up the enemy for a counter of some manner, but and I know we haven't picked up any avarice mods, but I still really want to check. So just grade 2 reinforced armor gives you 100 free armor. It's technically not free, but you know what I mean. Grants a significant immobilization bonus when her health is at its lowest. I like immobilization, but not that much. Significantly increases. It does increase physical damage significantly. So we're one key closer to maxing all of our module slots. Well, oh, there it is. Hopefully I'm not forced to go directly to the Bastille, because I want to uncover the truth about Monsieur Lafayette. Especially if he's turns out to be the one I gave the bonds to. we've got... Oh no, probably just the one path, right? Yeah.
Here you are at last. This is where the path to the Bastille begins. And to think, I would have never thought you'd make it this far. Cependant, I would advise you not to rush. The fighting in these tunnels has weakened the structure. If you go in there, I'm afraid you won't be able to turn back. Delors, I have just one bit of advice to give you. Before going any further, make sure you're not leaving behind any unfinished business. Any commitments that you've not fully met. I shall return to my hiding place. In these unsure times, you can never be too careful. Ne croyez-vous pas?
Which way is the way? Oh, we can actually just... Yeah, we're going to go this way. Hey there, buddy. Got something. Oh, I don't actually have it, do I? Then inventory. Ouch. Come on. Wrong. About to wait for another opening. Dang it. Today, bud. Dang it. What the frick? Did they put the wrong... Surely they put the wrong label on here. There's no way this thing has counterattack. It just doesn't. There's just no way this weapon has counterattack as its special move. What? So... So how do I get over there? Ah. Also, somewhere around here we can find a hollow cannonball. But that is far beneath us right now. Since we're here, though, may as well get it. Wait. It says the hollow cannonball is right underneath us. How is that? It says it's right there. Man, if I go down here, that's a freaking lie. We got 14,000 essence. Not enough to upgrade, but do any of you see a hollow cannonball right here? The closer I get to the marker, the farther I actually get from you. Okay. So we need to take the lift down. In order to do that, there's the lever for this thing. There. While we wait, and it's all the way down there, isn't it? Poor thing. Alright, let's find this hollow cannonball that I apparently waltzed right past. It's... Well, now we know at least. It's still further down, and I have no idea how to get over there. Oh well. It's probably just going to be another essence anyway. Not really in the market for those. So I have to assume that this weapon is mislabeled. Because there is no indication of it being able to counter. And if it can't, it has no value to me. Oh, there it is. Weird. Right, okay, I see the mistake I was making. Where? Right. That's enough. Well, it's literally the level right before it maxes out, so... The frick? Also, I missed this. A pamphlet denouncing Lafayette. But still, it doesn't offer any actual proof that he's done anything. So, about this cannonball.
Monsieur Laclos,
Can I?
There.
the representatives of the people are asking for your help, monsieur.
Who exactly are you talking about?
The patriots and representatives of the Third Estate who escaped the massacre.
I need names, madame.
Monsieur de Robespierre, Monsieur Lavoisier, the Marquis de Lafayette.
All these men have declared themselves enemies of the cause to which we have sworn allegiance to.
Is there any cause more important than saving the nation?
No, of course not. And what do these so-called defenders of the people want from me?
They believe they have found a way to neutralize the royal automats for good. And to do it, they beg you to give them one of the explosive cannonballs you invented.
Ma foi, if there is a way to stop these death machines, then I have a duty to assist them. But you must understand that I shall remain on my guard. When doing deals with the enemy, you must take precautions for when the game ends.
If that's how you feel, then by all means take steps to ensure your safety.
Let me think. Where are the representatives?
At the Couvent des Cordeliers.
Very well. Here's what we're going to do. I will go to the convent immediately and try to negotiate a truce. As for you, here is the key to a trunk in the next room. It contains a prototype of my cannonball, as well as the patents and pages that explain how to manufacture it. Bring all of this to me at the convent. However, do not give me anything unless I specifically request it. Is that clear?
Perfectly clear, monsieur. I will follow your instructions.
Oh, we actually got a carriage token out of that. That is extremely nice. Wrong button again. Carriage token. I actually have to equip that, don't I? Is here. Okay. And for the third time, let's not forget that Monsieur Lafayette may be in the employ of the king, so we have to be extremely careful.
Madame, these gentlemen and I have come to an agreement.
That is good news.
We will resolve our differences when the time comes. The matter is settled.
You can count on it, Laclos. But now it is clear that we are fighting the same adversary.
Adversary? You are rather indulgent, Monsieur le Marquis. It seems that you are still fond of him, despite his heinous crimes.
Oh, de grâce.
Truly, the king is no more than a wild beast.
and together, in large numbers, we will hunt him down.
Madame, please give the model and the engineering notes to Monsieur de Robespierre. However, you shall hold on to the patents. No one knows what the future may hold.
Let there be peace between you, gentlemen, for there is still much work to be done. We believe we now have a way to destroy the lanterns. Without them, the machines will no longer be able to carry out their sinister task. But it is still just a strategy, which needs to be tested. And even a conclusive experiment will not guarantee our success. Where will we find a working cannon? How will we get more vitriol? How will we make more cannonballs? Please, I ask each of you to set to work without delay. Pour la nation, messieurs.
Pour la nation.
Pour la nation.
Pour la nation.
Hey. So nobody wants to tell me what's next, you know? Okay, guess I'll just randomly talk to people until something happens.
Monsieur Lavoisier.
What can I do for you?
I haven't dealt with
Goodbye,
the
Monsieur
gunpowder
Lavoisier.
yet. No, I did go and investigate the gunpowder. I don't remember.
Monsieur Lavoisier.
What can I do?
The clues I found at the warehouse.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Monsieur Le...
Did you find out what Cagliostro was up to near the Tuileries?
No.
Remember what Monsieur de Mirabeau told us? He said the Count looked extremely...
Okay.
Goodbye, Monsieur. Monsieur le Marquis,
I'm listening, Aegis.
I spoke with Monsieur Marat and Monsieur Laclos.
Ah, the scoundrels. Did you force them to confess? Do you know what they did with the children?
They admitted to organizing the ambush at Gros Caillou.
Cursed recreants. Cowardly corrupters of innocence. Where are they holding their prisoners? They must be rescued immediately.
They do not have Charlotte and the Dauphin.
Excuse me? They dare to claim that?
It is the truth. The ambush was a catastrophe. The king had gotten wind of your plans. Automats from Versailles slaughtered the kidnappers and seized the children. By now, the children will have been reunited with their father. There is little doubt about that.
Mon Dieu. Then it is from the clutches of that tyrant in his own palace that they must be saved. I fear that such an undertaking is doomed to failure, although there is no question of giving up.
And now...
General, there is an alarming rumor about you going around.
Huh. Just one, is there?
You are accused of having delivered the troops who had gathered in the Place Dauphine over to the king.
Calumny. This is nothing less than vile slander. I am the staunchest opponent of the bloodthirsty tyrant who claims to rule us. What's more, I did not call for the uprising. The National Guard came together on their own. This was the work of soldiers who rebelled and called on the people to rise up and defend Paris. It was only after they had gathered that the troops asked me to lead them. Alas, I was too late. But tell me, where did you hear this rumor?
I can't see any reason to not tell him. It's not like he has any idea where Marat and Leclos are hiding out right now. Let's see.
From Marat.
Marat. It's always Marat. Nothing can stop that swinish mudslinger from slandering the most upstanding subjects in the kingdom. Ah, if I'd gotten hold of him, I would have ensured he loses taste for gossip, believe you me. Me, throwing the people to the wolves. What a foul accusation. I see the Duc d'Orléans' hand in this. A prince without a kingdom, but a master in the art of treachery. From exile, the wretch will stop at nothing to bring down the dynasty. He would go so far as to do away with the queen and her children, but I don't intend to let it happen. The day is fast approaching when I will make him pay.
Goodbye, Monsieur le Marquis.
You know, I still don't trust him.
How is your research on Nicholas?
I have done.
Don't forget that the church isn't.
Goodbye, mon père.
I actually want to go back to the quarry and talk to Monsieur Marat and
What
Leclos
can I do for
again.
you, Aegis?
Goodbye, Monseigneur.
Allez en paix.
Pretty sure that's it, right?
Have you found my mother?
No.
Remember?
Goodbye, Monsieur le Comte.
Have you found Monsieur?
Yeah,
Did he?
no.
The man is trustworthy, as long as he does not count you among his enemies. You should leave us and take up his advice immediately.
Were you present when the Estates General was dissolved?
Oui, madame. I had a front row seat.
Pretty sure I
We
heard
laid
this
bare
before.
the king the abject mid. So at least pot.
Goodbye, Monsieur de Rob.
I think that's it. I mean, there's this guy.
Did you go to the Hotel de Massy?
Yeah, I haven't gotten around to it.
See you later.
Over here, and we'll see if we can get any more information on this supposed rumor or something to look into to prove or disprove it.
Were you able to find proof of Lafayette's involvement in the National Guard debacle?
No. Nothing that convinced me.
One thing is certain. This Tartuffe would have taken infinite precautions. But I'm not sure the same could be said of his underlings. A band of brazen brutes who are hardly experienced in intrigues such as this. If I were you, I'd go back and investigate the area around Place Dauphine.
Okay, so Place Dauphine it is, I suppose.
Monsieur Leclos.
Can I help you, madame?
The Queen read your novel, but the King banned it. What is it about?
My liaison dangereuse is about two libertine aristocrats who carry out a discreet war wherein they corrupt the innocent. The man loses his life, the woman loses her reputation. Between you and me, it is not entirely fictional. I was inspired by some of the vile acts that I had myself innocently and helplessly witnessed. I thought I was doing a service for morality by denouncing this depravity. But the king, in his sovereign folly, took it as an attack on the court. As for the queen, who knows? Perhaps this perverse banter was a way to distract her from her deadly boredom for a while.
Goodbye, Monsieur Leclos.
So we need to go back. Oh, wrong way. We'll only need to go up one level and then we can get out. I'd love to get a grade 3 avarice module. That should double the essence that we get from enemies. mean, it's not like they drop a whole lot aside from the bosses, so it wouldn't be terribly game-breaking. Ugh, gross. Absolutely disgusting. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we know what our objective is here, and we will get to it in the next episode. We're rapidly approaching an hour and a half, and, well, it's been a good time, honestly, but that's a bit much, and it's time for all of us to go. That said, I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves and everything you've seen here. Remember that, as always, there will be another episode on Friday. And so with all that said, we will see you next time.